Football is a very unpredictable sport. You never know what might happen at any time. Keep going until the final whistle is an old football saying that makes sense in theory, but it's hard to go when you're 4-0 or 5-0 down. It only takes a second to score a goal is another saying, because one goal can change the whole scenario of the match, and the match is not over until it's truly over. Comebacks in football gives you a great sensation and a great feeling of joy. In this video we have taken a look at the top 10 greatest comebacks in football history. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel to not miss any of our latest video. Number 10. Germany-Sweden 4-4 2012 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Germany vs Sweden was played in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers in 2012. Germany started the qualifiers as the favorites and the team who was even favorites to go and win the World Cup, which fact they did. The Germany powerhouse threw away a 4-goal lead for the first and only time in their history. They looked to be cruising as they led 4-0 in this World Cup qualifier game with just 28 minutes remaining in the match. Once Mesut Özil made it 4-0 early in the second half, Germany's fourth consecutive win in the qualifying competition seems to happen, but they were not expecting such a dramatic comeback by the Swedes. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Mikael Luslig scored in the 62 and 64 minutes of the game to put a grain of doubt in the German heads. Johan Elmander of Sweden scored with 14 minutes left to play, and the stage was set for an epic comeback. In the 93 minutes of the game, Rasmus Elm scored the stunning equalizer to make it Germany-Sweden 4-4. This equalizer earned Germany a precious draw and silenced the Olympia Stadium at the end as one of the biggest comebacks. Number 9. Barcelona-Chelsea 2-2 2012 UCL semi-final, Camp Nou. Finally, we have Barcelona vs Chelsea in the 2012 semi-final. Having won the first leg 1-0, Chelsea looked to defend the whole game at Camp Nou, but they were facing a very difficult task. They were facing the fearsome Barcelona team who had the likes of Leo Messi, Iniesta, Xavi and Busquets. Even worse for Chelsea, their manager was sacked and Roberto Di Matteo became the interim manager for the rest of the season. No one believed in him. A man with zero Champions League experience was given the task to take down Barcelona, which they started the game with a storm. Sergi Busquets scored for Barcelona in the 35 minutes, and things got worse for Chelsea when John Terry was shown a red card in the 37 minutes. Iniesta fired a low ball in the 44th minute and made the score 2-0 for Barcelona. Later in the game, Frank Lampard gave a through ball and Ramirez chipped the ball in, 2-2 on aggregate. Chelsea had hope again, but the hope was lost when Drogba conceded a penalty in the 49th minute. Messi decided to take it but hit the post. Barcelona players was desperate to win. They kept the pressure going, but Chelsea's Ashley Cole cleared the ball and Fernando Torres got it. He dribbled past Victor Valles and scored. Chelsea 3, Barcelona 2 on aggregate. Barcelona was stunned. The fans were shocked and they were in a state of disbelief. Number 8. Monaco Real Madrid 3-1 2003 Champions League. Monaco vs Real Madrid in 2003 is considered as one of the best football comebacks ever by an underdog side. Madrid won the first leg 4-2 at Santiago Bernabeu and they were already feeling like the winners. The star-studded side of Madrid, including players like Luis Figo, Zinedine Zidane and Ronaldo, were all in their prime and the era of the Galacticos had just begun. No one was really expecting a fight back from Monaco. In the first half of the game, Madrid's Raúl curved in a beauty to make it 5-2 to Madrid, and the game looked on. However, Stade Luis witnessed an iconic turnaround, a superb assist from Morientes, and Captain Giuli scored a right-footed volley to make it 5-3 for Monaco. There was still hope. The second half kicked off and Monaco looked very sharp, and a 48-minute goal from Fernando Morientes made the aggregate score 5-4. Monaco needed only one goal to qualify for the next round of the competition, and in the 66th minute of the game, Monaco's keeper Giuli again came to the rescue and scored the vital goal for Monaco to make it 5-5 on aggregate. That's exactly what Monaco wanted. The atmosphere was electric and the supporters were buzzing. Real Madrid wasn't expecting this at all, and they thought they put the game to bed already. But the unthinkable happened and Monaco pulled off one of the best football comebacks ever. Number 7. AC Roma Barcelona 3-0 2019 UCL quarters, Stadio Olimpico. Roma vs Barcelona is one of the greatest football comebacks in the history of Champions League. This match is another tale of comebacks of the underdogs. We have seen it many times when people write off the underdogs, yet they managed to prove all of them wrong. With Barcelona winning 4-0 in Camp Nou, no one believed in the gladiators of Roma, but that's what they do. They fight for what they believe, and that's what Captain De Rossi told them in the dressing room before even the match began. An early goal from Roma's Edin Dzeko exploded Stadio Olimpico. He ran and picked up the ball, shouting at his teammates to carry on and not to give up. In the second half of the game, Barcelona defender Gerard Piqué again made a crucial error in the crucial match and gave an unnecessary penalty which was converted into the goal by the Roma skipper De Rossi. 2-0 on the scoreline of the night and 4-3 on aggregate. The Roma side needed only one goal to qualify for the semi-final, and in the 79th minute of the match, Manola scored from a corner kick to make it 3-0 on that night and 4-4 on aggregate. Barcelona had definitely fallen. Number 6. Reading Arsenal 5-7 Capital One Cup 2012. This may not be a very fancy looking fixture, and this may not be a cup final, but trust me, this game was ridiculous. Edge of the seat stuff. Reading was coming as underdogs and no one expected them to put on a show in the Capital One Cup. They played very well for 44.5 minutes, putting Arsenal to the sword and going 4-0 up in the 2012 League Cup tie. Going 4-0 up in the first half of the game against a strong Arsenal side was unbelievable and ridiculous to say the least. The fourth goal was a wake-up call for Arsenal, and they responded when Theo Walcott goal on the stroke of a half-time proved the turning point. In the 80th minute of the game, Olivier Giroud made it 4-2 with 2 minutes to play, but it was still Reading's game. Arsenal scored an 89-minute goal, and a goal in the 5th minute of injury time took it to extra time. The scoreline was very ridiculous, 4-4. In the extra time, Arsenal finally took the lead for the first time and made it 5-4, but minutes later Reading equalized again and made it 5-5. The game was getting out of hand and it was becoming a roller coaster ride for the fans. In the very last minute of the extra time, Reading gave away 2 unnecessary goals and Arsenal pounced up on them to make the final score 5-7. Number 5. Tottenham Ajax 3-2 2019 UCL semi-final, Cruyff Arena. One of the best football comebacks in 2019. After losing 1-0 to Ajax in the semi-final of the Champions League, Tottenham had the mountain to climb at the Johan Cruyff Arena. The 5th minute header from Ajax captain De Ligt was the worst possible start from Tottenham. Things got even worse when Hakim Ziyech doubled Ajax lead with a sweeping finish after an assist from Tadic. Now Tottenham had to score 3 away goals to qualify for the Champions League final. The second half started and within 5 minutes Pochettino's man scored 2 goals. Both were scored by Lucas Moura, who was on a hat-trick now. And finally, in the last minute of the game, 3-2 on aggregate, Lucas Moura picked up a sublime pass from Dele Alli and scored the 3rd goal, thus completing his hat-trick and sending Tottenham to an all-English UEFA Champions League final. No one had predicted that, and no one would have thought Tottenham would do this and reach their first Champions League final ever. Number 4. Manchester United Bayern Munich 2-1 1999 UCL final, Camp Nou. The scoreline may not look fancy, but it's surely one of the top 10 football comebacks ever. The story of the match is interesting and incredible. Having met in the group stages, Bayern and Manchester United made it to the final and met once more. During the first half, 6 minutes into the game, Bayern Munich Basler fired a low free kick around the United wall to put Bayern 1-0 ahead. Manchester United dominated the position, but failed to create any chances the whole game. Bayern defense was well organized and was refusing to give United any chances. The fans started to lose hope. Sheringham and the Norwegian wonderkid Solskjaer came onto the pitch to give some hope to the fans. It was stoppage time of the game when Teddy Sheringham equalized for Manchester United 1-1. Last minute of the game, an extra time looking like David Beckham delivered the corner and Solskjaer put the ball in the net. The late drama which led the victory of Manchester United in the final minute of the game. The two Manchester United substitutes scored 2 goals in stoppage time and won them the European Cup, a perfect example of grinding out the result and never losing hope. Number 3. Liverpool-Barcelona 4-0 2019 UCL semi-final, Anfield. Liverpool football comebacks are something else. Surely one of the greatest comebacks in UEFA Champions League history. 7 May 2019, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp believed something that most people shouldn't dare of dreaming. From a 3-0 first leg deficit against the mighty Barcelona, the Reds produced a comeback for the ages to secure a spot in the Champions League final for the second season running. Firstly, Barcelona defeated Liverpool 3-0 in the first leg, and they had to score 4 goals to qualify for the final. The star players of the team, including Mo Salah and Firmino, were out injured, and Liverpool had to play without them. The match started, and it took 7 minutes for Divock Origi opener to turn that flicker of hope into the embers of belief. It remained 1-0 in the first half of the game. In the second half, Georgios Wijnaldum double set allied those embers, 3-0 on the night, and the score was tied on aggregate. Liverpool was dominating them on the pitch, and later Trent Alexander-Arnold quick fielding brilliance from a corner allowed Origi to score and make it 4-0. A glance at one of the scoreboards displayed the absurd truth: Liverpool 4, Barcelona 0. Number 2. Barcelona-PSG 6-1 2017 UCL round of 16, Camp Nou. This match is one of the most insane football comebacks yet, and also very controversial because of the referee decisions. Nonetheless, this match was one hell of the ride for Barcelona supporters. PSG had won the first leg 4-0. There was no hope for Barcelona to go through. Even their most optimistic fans couldn't dream of a comeback. The second leg started at Camp Nou, and Barcelona had to score 4 goals to qualify for the next stage of the Champions League. Luis Suarez scored a goal in the 3rd minute, exactly the start that Barcelona wanted. After an exhilarating second half, Neymar scored an amazing free kick in the 80th minute of the game. Still, Barcelona needed 2 more goals in 5 minutes to qualify. In the 91st minute, a penalty given by the referee, which Neymar scored, and in 96th minute, the final minute of the game, an unbelievable goal for the most unbelievable player on the pitch, Sergio Roberto, won everything for Barcelona. Final scoreline 6-1 on the day and 6-5 on aggregate. Number 1. Liverpool AC Milan 3-3 2005 UCL final, Istanbul. Liverpool and comebacks are a combination that never ever disappoint. We have seen some impossible comebacks by Liverpool, and this one tops them all. Yes, we are talking about the miracle of Istanbul. Liverpool versus AC Milan is the greatest football comeback ever. First and foremost, it was a 2005 Champions League final. Then Liverpool conceded 3 goals in the first half of the match, and it was pretty much over for it. No one expected a comeback from the squad, as they were playing against the legendary AC Milan side, full of footballing legends including Maldini, Kaká, Shevchenko, Gattuso and many others. But guess what happened? Liverpool went berserk in the second half, scoring 3 goals in 6 minutes. This match is one of a kind that you can watch on tape for the 100th time and never get tired of. The match ended 3-3, and it was taken down to extra time, where both teams had great chances, and the match went down of penalty shootout later, which Liverpool won. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe at the channel for more content. I'll see you next time.